Hi there, you're welcome to read and review with me. If this is your first time, kindly stay tuned. I love to read self help, and really, that's the reason why I'm here. My love for self help actually brought me here, and I was like, okay, let's do this. In as much people can actually review fiction times without number, I think we can also come up with reviewing self help. And my first review that I'm doing on my YouTube page is Making It Big. In my last episode, I reviewed the chapter 1 and the chapter 2, and I promised that in the next time I really want to review 2 chapters at once. But today I'll be reviewing the chapter 3, chapter 4, and the chapter 5. I think that's a plus on my hand. So you can give me a clap in the comment section. Thank you so much. You're welcome to this page. If you are new here, kindly like, share, follow, and please subscribe to the channel as well. Please share with other persons that you know that they love self-help book, especially this book Making It Big. I'm really excited reading it, and that's why I decided to let's review it chapter by chapter. Let's talk about the lessons that we learned from the book, the lesson highlighted by the author, and then I'll talk about the lesson that I personally learned reading the book. And trust me, this is a must read for every entrepreneur, every individual that wants to run an organization or that is running an organization at the moment. It is a must read, especially in this part of the world, Nigeria. Yeah, I know that we've read a lot of self-help books, but the thing is, most of the time when you are reading the foreign authors of foreign self-help book, sometimes it is very difficult to put in their knowledge into this part of the world, because trust me, Nigerian climate is different. The mode of our business is different. The way you get people to do things is very different. So it's just us. I think most of their books sometimes left us, tweaking. Okay, this is it. Let's tweak it. Let's tweak it. But this is coming from a Nigerian author, someone that actually has business in Nigeria, understand what it takes to be a Nigerian. Yes, I know that people will be like, oh, I really don't want to read the book because he's from a wealthy background, but trust me, it's for your benefit. And me review this book is not because I don't want you to read. I have a mantra I used to say is that you don't read book read you. And let me explain. So when I pick a book, what I will learn from this book is different to what you will learn, because we are not in the same phase life. I'm in my phase of life, you are in your phase of life. What I would get from this book is as a result of the phase I am at the moment. So what you will get from the book is as a result of where you are at the moment. So, and then that's why you see when some people are reading book, they will be like, oh really, this place actually eats. Another person might actually read that place and it doesn't eat. That's because the person is not there. So the book reads you. You are not the one that read the book. Sometimes you read book and you like, oh, this is me exactly. So I think you get that. So it is very, very necessary. Apart from the fact that you listen to the review, it is also okay for you to get the book, read it on your own, so that maybe what I'm not getting is what you will get. And sometimes that's why it is also good to have a book review, probably a general conversation around book, for you to know, okay, yes, this is what I learned, this is what you learn, and then we'll come to a common factor when it comes to a book. So let's write in to Making It Big by Femi Otedola. There are a lot of aha moments. I get this. Oh, this is the mistake I'm making. I run a business and I also have an organization that I am running. And then reading this book, it actually highlighted some things that, oh yes, this is not, you are not getting this thing right. You need to put this in place. In the last two, there's a place that I talk about putting structure in place. And in fact, the next day, I was like, I just kept on calling my people. How let everybody get on board? We are having this, we are having a board of directors, do this, that, doing this, that is doing that. And for I think I remember that for like 2 days, I'm off the community. Not that I'm off, but I just said like, okay, I'm not going to do this thing. And it was really buzzing. I can see people turn up like, oh really, so you have this in you. So yes, that's the reason why I'm excited reading this book, and I know that I will glean more as I proceed. So today I'll be reading chapter 3, 4, and 5. So chapter 3, the title is Self-Belief is Non-Negotiable. Self-belief is non-negotiable for an entrepreneur, for someone that you know that you want to run an organization or a community. Self-belief is unbelievable. You need to first believe in yourself. If you are not ready to take a bet on you, trust me, nobody will take a bet on you. So you need to believe in yourself. You should have that self-belief. The author made it known to us that all the business that he started, that I highlighted in chapter 1 to 2, the manicure business, the Center Force, the Xenon oil or Xenon petroleum, everything started with his own belief, with him believing in himself. Self-belief propelled by instinct. So what is self-belief itself? According to the author, it says self-belief is having an idea and pursuing it. It is about you. You are the one having this idea. Nobody is having it with you. It said, then convinced enough that you will make success of it. That same idea, you are convinced that, oh yes, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. Believing you can do better than others is taking a self-belief to the next level. That's another level of self-belief. The fact that you know that, oh, I can do this thing better. And that was still in respect to the how he started the diesel business. When someone came to his house and it was leaking, and it was like, oh, I can do this better, cleaner, and then it will not be messy. That is another level of self-belief. He said, staying on course in the midst of doubt and difficulty propel you into another level of self-belief. So the fact that you have the idea and you believe that it will succeed is one part of self-belief. The part that you can also believe that you can do it better than others is another level of self-belief. And now the fact that you know that you are standing on course, you will make it in the midst of doubt and the midst of difficulty is also another level of self-belief. So what are the things that you must know about self-belief on your journey? The author highlighted them in his book, and I will just do a little recap on that. The first one is you don't have to see the full picture right away. Just begin. Just start. Trust me, most entrepreneurs does not actually, they did not actually see the full picture. They just have the idea and they start. I think you will be doing yourself a disservice if you are saying, oh, I really want to see how it pan out first. You are not going to sit down doing nothing and then see how it pan out. You just need to take that step first. Take that step of faith. Believe. The idea comes, you implement it. You don't need to wait and say, oh, let me wait till when I have this money in my account. Let me wait till when I land this client. It will not just happen like that. The second one is talent counts. Your talent counts. Your talent and your self-belief will take you a long way. Talent counts. Nurture and own it via an engaging endeavor. Behind self-belief, there must be talent. Because really, if you do not have talent, what do you want to believe? What do you want to say? Oh, I believe I can do this. So there must be talent that must accompany your self-belief. The author said in his book, he said, if you know that you are talented, have the confidence to explore. Explore your talent and develop it for maximum impact. So if you know that you have a talent, please explore it. Don't just let it be dormant. Remember in the Bible, when Jesus gave out talent, he gave one to one person, he gave another person 5, he gave another person 2, and that is according to their capacity. And then the ones that he gave 5 and 3, they went out to go and do something with them and come back with them. But the one that actually got 1, he was actually mad at Jesus because he felt like, oh, you are being partial. Jesus actually gave them this talent according to what he knows that they can actually take. So at that point, it is about him, not about Jesus. So when you have talent, make sure that you develop it, hone it well for maximum impact. Jesus gave you 1 talent because that is what he knows you can handle. He won't give you beyond what he knows you can handle. He said that in the Bible as well. All right, number 3, identify that killer instinct and be willing to risk more. Your gut is everything. Trust me, your gut is everything. I used to say that your gut is Holy Spirit talking to you. Yes, your gut is everything. Identify your instinct, identify your gut, and be willing to risk more. When your gut is telling you something, please come on. Move on and do it immediately. Number 4, entrepreneurship is purposeful, committed, and goal-oriented. It is not just it is not a wishy-washy kind of thing. In this part of this book, the author said entrepreneurs are actually opportunists. And yes, that is true. I know that sometimes when people want to say something to get you angry. They'll tell you, oh, you are an opportunist. Yes, every entrepreneur is actually an opportunist because they actually see an opportunity and they fix themselves into it. Entrepreneurs do go for the opportunities. They see an opening, they seize the chance, and they try to make the best of it. That's why they say when you see a problem, fix the solution, and enjoy it while you are doing it. Yes, every entrepreneurs are opportunists. Don't let anybody deceive you, and that's the truth. Number 5, entrepreneurs are visionaries, even when they seem crazy. See, I say this. It is crazy until it happens. As an entrepreneur, when you are telling people, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, you are seeing the picture, right? The idea is coming to your head. You are the one sharing it with people. Some people will be looking at you like, hey, be looking at this idiot, like be looking at this fool. You are not even looking like someone that can actually raise this particular amount of money, despite that you want to have this kind of business, But trust me, it is crazy until it happens. Some people will not believe you until they see it happen. Some people will not trust the path that you actually chose until things start falling in place for you. Entrepreneurs are visionaries. Trust me, it is okay if people did not get you at first. You are not crazy. It is just your idea that's crazy. And trust me, the more you keep working at it, it will happen. One gift of every entrepreneur is that they see what other people did not see. In the case of Femi Otedola, he actually see an opportunity when there is blackout everywhere. It was like, okay, this is a business here. Oh, these people are not doing this thing right. I can do this thing better. So every entrepreneur's gift is to see what other people did not see. Also in chapter 3, the author talk about how to build your self-confidence. Now, because your self-belief also needs a self-confidence, you need to be confident. If you are not sure of yourself, there is a level of, oh, I'm not sure, but you need to build it. Can self-confidence be built? Yes, trust me. So what are the ways that the authors highlighted in the book? The first one is others can help you boost your self-confidence. See, for me, I said that find your own people. Start small in your community, be it your church, be it your family, be it within your friend in your school. Just start small within your community. Start practicing your self-confidence. I want to become a public speaker. When there's something in church, volunteer that, oh, I would like to talk about this thing. Start from there. These are your people. Find your own people. There's a book titled Find Your Own People. When you get your own people, they will help you. With time, you get to know the kind of people that you need around you and the ones that you need to let go. You don't need anybody in your life. Yes, you don't need everybody in your life. So when you get your people, start with them. Number 2, integrity strengthens self-confidence. See, beyond your confidence, you must also have integrity. Because if you are confident in doing rubbish, if you are confident in being a fraud, that's not a good thing. So your integrity strengthens your self-confidence. So have integrity alongside your self-confidence. So how do you nurture your instincts? See, the sincere truth is, apart from what the author puts here, is the more you follow your instinct, the more you nurture it. Like I said, I believe is a way of Holy Spirit telling you what to do. In the Bible, in Isaiah 30 verse 21, in the NLT version, it said, and you will hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way. Walk here. Walk in it. This is the way to go. Walk in it. The more you use your instinct, the more you listen, the more you follow your gut, the more you hear, the more you nurture it, the more you keep trusting it, the more it keeps, it comes fluently. Any gift that you have, it cannot work being dormant. It can't work being dormant. You need to put them to use. That's what happens when you ignore your inner voice. The author narrated how in one night, just one night, everything came crash. The price of diesel actually fell. I think he's buying it around 164 naira per barrel. Just overnight, the price just dropped, went down to like maybe 71. And he said he just actually purchased the diesel. Then just the same time again, the price of his shares fall down drastically. Just everything just went down in the space of 1 week. And he said that sometimes you need to focus on being pragmatic. Ignoring your intuition can be harmful, while relying solely on it can be counterproductive. Life experience will teach you who and what to trust and when, by and large. Your intuition, you are not supposed to ignore it. Your intuition will teach you. The more you use your intuition, you will get to know, what am I supposed to do in this time? Am I supposed to buy? Am I supposed to sell? If you do not have a relationship with the Holy Spirit as well, sometimes your intuition can actually not be well tuned to what you need to do. So for you to get it tuned is you sitting down with yourself, meditating God's word, get to know what God is saying per time, and let the Holy Spirit guide your intuition. And lastly, his final notes, it said, self-belief is an antidote to doubt and indecision. So by and large, you need to have a self-belief. Self-belief is a non-negotiable. Yes, if you not take a bet on you, nobody will take a bet on you. So start with you. And that is that about chapter 3. Chapter 4, the title is Hire with Caution, Fire Without Regret. I think this is actually for the principals, owner of business, entrepreneurs, yes, people that owns organization and all. How do you fire? How do you hire as well? Remember that I said in the chapter 1 of this book, it talked about when it took a decade to actually have a CEO that knows that he can actually rest his mind. So what happened between the space of that 1 to the 10th years that I get the final person that I know that, oh, I can actually rest. These are actually the lesson that I put together in this chapter. There are 3 feasible ways to recruit. The first one is via advertising, the second one is via referral, and the third one is via headhunting. Advertising, yes, we know that people will say, oh, we need this person, 5 years experience, this, that, and then people will put in their CV and then come in. That's through advertising. Through referrals, people, you just say, oh, maybe you and your friends say, I need a clerk, I need a secretary, I need a virtual assistant, and then someone will just be like, oh, I have someone. The disadvantage with this is that sometimes people maybe they just mention one of their person that is jobless without knowing, is this person capable of this work? They just say, okay, I have someone new, and then they bring the person. And then you, as the owner of the business, it is now your duty to do your due diligence. You are the owner of your business. You know what you want. You know what your goals are. So you should not just take referral there and there. Oh, because my friend referred this person, I'm going to take it. Yes, this person can be good, but what is the culture of this person? Does this person understand your business culture? Does he understand your model? Do they believe in your values? All these things should be put in place before you hire someone via referral. And the third one is headhunting. And I love headhunting so much because somehow he actually made use of headhunting in his game. And headhunting is you knowing that you've heard about this person, you've seen this person actually do this, and this person is someone that you really want in your business. Now it is left to you as a business owner to walk up to this person. I would like to have in my business. Now, it is not an easy thing to do because definitely the person is already enjoying where the person is. So it is now left to you, up your game. I'll pay you this amount of money. I will double the salary, for the person to now come and work with you. At this point, you are seeing someone that is very, very professional. You've seen them hands-on. You know what they can do. Either you've actually read about them or you've actually seen what they can do first, and that is what headhunting is all about. However, in these 3 ways of recruitment, you are not supposed to believe the process just like that. Even via advertising, except some people just write a lot of grammars in their CV and brings to you, and then you read it, you'll be like, oh, this person is really good. Sometimes the paper is just the paper. I used to say that I used to have issue with the way people employ people. They'll be like, oh, put in advert for this thing, and then people will come, put advert, you come. They would say, oh, when the person has rehearsed, learn about your company, you ask a question, the person will come, talk about this. Now you employ the person gets to work. It is difficult for the person to actually carry out the assignment. And that's because you felt like the face value is what it is. I used to like, interviews will not work for me. Because really, imagine people that are very good, but that are fidget at that. So what is that even when you employ, you will still put you on a probation and see what you're actually capable of. Trust me, with time, if you are not ready for the job, it will definitely show. So he said, do your due diligence before hiring. Recruitment by referring is a disservice to your business. Yes, senior management should have a proven track record integrity, and loyalty. And the last one, he said, let a financing survey professional get you a CFO, Chief Financing Officer. Don't be the one to employ. I said as at that time that he had to walk up to the bank and tell them that I need a CFO. Yes, because he's using other people's money for his business. He needs to be accountable. So he need them to come and undo this. The next one is how to fire. I love what he said. I've never fired any employee and then regret it. He said no. Because anything that will make me fire you, I've actually sat down, see what you are doing, look at your work process. Maybe you are the gossip in the office. Another thing to talk about here is said fight to get exceptional people on board, and that's where the head hunting recruitment come in. Fight tooth and nail, fight to get the exceptional people on your board for your business. It took him 10 years, but then he keep on recruiting people. When you recruit them, he's not scared of like letting them go. He gave us different example. He spoke about when he employed someone that the person came to interview with bicycle. One thing about him is that when you come into his company, they will give incentive. So he said, I think the next day or something, they gave the person car. He said 2 weeks after, I was in his office upstairs looking at the person coming in the office. One person is collecting his bag, one person is collecting his suit, doing everything like a man. Was like, even me that I want to do this, I not do this kind of thing. Do you understand? People's behavior, people's attitude will always show with time, especially when it comes to money. People's attitude will always show. Another one is said, when the fit is not perfect, experiment. So all the while before you get the perfect person that I want, he kept on experimenting. Talk about a lot of people that he employed over time and the reason why he let them go. Another one, he said he will not fire people without a reason, so he never regrets any of his actions. About staff, honesty and loyalty. He explained how much loyalty means to him. Honesty and loyalty. He said when he gets your CV and then you look at the way you have worked, some people they work this place 2 months they've left, work in another place 2 months they've left. He says yes, sometimes it can be a red flag and sometimes too you cannot blame them. It might be as a result of maybe they are not getting the value they actually want. They really want to progress, but this job is not serving them. That is understandable. For some people it is because they have bad character. Yes. So he said when you come and then you see that, the first thing is that it's a red flag, but he will not also just judge you based on that. He will ask you questions. He said, and the way he gets to know if you are lying or if you are saying the truth is when he asks you questions, when you are like, proactive to like give him response. Oh, this is the reason why I work here in this particular time, and this is why it is. And then you also notice the way you talk about your former boss. Maybe you come, you not say, well, my boss is not a nice person. This is not this. The first one, the second one, third one, fourth one, you are the problem. It's not the boss. You are actually the problem. So from there, get to know that this one is loyal. So little things. He said there was a day that he said that someone came to his office, like he just newly employed the person, came to him and he gave the person a burger or something. He said normally all he expects that you are supposed to like go back, take the snacks and eat on your own. Fine. He said some people will go back and say, can you imagine? Or God gave me this that. I said that makes you know that this one cannot be loyal. Any small thing. You be out there, be putting your mouth, be saying, do you know I'm close to a guy? Do you know I'm this? And just like that, loyalty is needed in his business. Loyalty is needed in your business. The next one I talk about how to assess loyalty in interview, and I've actually spoke about it together. He said another thing, how I noticed things were off. And those are the little things that he tells. He said there are some times that he needs some of his staff to help him maybe just do one thing with his family, and their reaction, their body language. He's a very meticulous guy. I would say that Femi Otedola is a very meticulous guy. Like he looks at the little things, and it makes sense to him. He said, "Look at your body language. Look at it." I'm like, okay, you can't even really do this. I don't think you're actually loyal to the job. I know some people will be like, this, that. You don't want. Like he said, he pays his employee very well. He pays them. He gives them incentive, and I love that. He keep making them know that this is not my business, it's our business. And sometimes when you make people see that this is our business, you have a stake in this, your children, your grandchildren have a stake in this, they will not actually be loyal to your business. So even when you're asking them for loyalty, you should also give them something back. I think this part of the book, I really recommend people that have business and then executive assistants to actually maybe probably binge watch Gusi Toby's page on Instagram, Gusi Toby. She actually talked about some of these things, how you are supposed to act as an executive assistant, when you are supposed to, even when I know of a friend that we talk about his boss, said my boss can talk to you anyhow, but guess what? These people are not ready to leave the business because their boss is really, really nice to them. He is really nice. But if you offend him, if you do what is not right, he's ready to scold you at any time. But all the same, this same person will also give in. Say, I know that some people are like, no, it's affecting my mental health. He's doing this, he's doing that. Okay, I get you. But sometimes you are the one that know what you are looking for. And that does not mean that you do not also value yourself. It also depends on how you see yourself in another person's. And if you do well in another man's business, then your own will be given unto you. Some people have gotten their own platform because they are actually diligent in another man's business. So it is not every time, oh, this job is affecting my mental health. Oh, tomorrow mental health. You go to another one, mental health. Not only you get mental health, everybody get mental health issue. But really, it is what it is. I test his employee, and then sometimes when they give them incentive, before you know it, there was one of his employees that they gave car. Before you know, taking girls, Baba don't turn big boy now, he get car. So he's gonna flex and not like that. Why my employees rarely leave? He talked about why his employee rarely leave, and he said it is because he actually makes them see that this business is our business. There's no, oh, my. He said he told them to replace any you, yours to our, we. Make them see that we all have stake in this business. And it's not just you letting them see that they have stake without you taking care of them. Take care of them, give them, pay them what they want. Don't keep them in the office beyond the time they are supposed to. When it is time for closing, let them close. Not the one that they will start fidgeting that, oh, guys around, I cannot go home. No, if their time for work is over, it's over. Let them go and face their life. When they know that when we are done here, we can also do another thing, they will be okay with your job. But no, you are there to keep them, tie them down there. You didn't even allow them to have time for their family. Some people will be at work till late nights. It is not supposed to be. Trust me, people like that, they will always be looking for next opportunity. And that's why some days you see people staying there working, but it's a lie. They are applying for another job. And that's because you as a principal, you are not making it easy for them. And that is that with chapter 4. Sorry if I'm screaming too much. I think it is what. But honestly, like I said, I recommend that you binge on Gusi Toby's page. Please binge on her page. She actually teach you what you need to know. In fact, it's not about just AE and whatever. Normal etiquette that normal people should have. Especially when you have someone that you call your boss. When you have someone that you report to. Yes. Now let's move on to chapter 5. Chapter 5 of Making It Big by Femi Otedola. What's the title of chapter 5 is Create a Warm Working Environment. This part, I will just read out the take home from this part, and it actually makes sense to me. Create a warm environment. Say, practice the golden rule, treat people well, and you will most likely get royalty in return. Yes, you want people to be loyal to you, treat them well. If you are not treating people well, they cannot be loyal to you. I'm giving an example of this, my friend that actually have his boss. The boss will talk to them anyhow, do this, not a disgrace, so I'm disgracing, but when someone is angry and the person kind of scold you. There are some boss that will give it to when they are hungry, they will still scold you in private. There are some that cannot, they tell you something wrong with you and like that. Anyway, practice golden rule, treat people well, and you will most likely get royalty in return. Number 2, reward, give incentive. From simply expressing appreciation for contribution to handsome salary, perks, and uncommon incentives. Give a company the edge it needs. Reward them. Appreciate them. Yes, you are paying them. We know you are paying them. But come on, these people are actually working to get the money. Yes, so please reward. And lastly, embrace openness and allow dissenting voices. You gain insight from others' perspective. When it is time for meetings, allow people talk. Yes, you are the owner of your business. You are the one that knows what you want, but let people talk. Let them give their idea and make sure that you make them know that their opinion matters. And how we make them know that is when you actually implement one or two things of the things that they actually, spoke about in the meeting. Let them talk, let them give feedback, accept their feedback. They are human too. With this, you are making your work environment looks like a family. There are some organizations that when you get there, you know that these people, they are family. And that's because they make it look like that. And then there are some business that as soon as you are getting there, you are hearing, oh, I'm about to leave. My head will be like, waiting this up. I'm about to leave. You are just entering. I want to leave. This one is saying I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to leave. I'm applying for. I heard that's a red flag on the business part. So create a warm working environment. And today, this is the end of my review. And this is just section A of the book. The next time I'll be reviewing the section B, even if it is 7 chapters or whatever, I'll review them together. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Kindly like, share, follow, comment below, and then if you have book that you want us to review or talk about, maybe in our next review when we are done with this, please drop in the comment section. And do have a lovely day. This is Read and Review with me. Bye.